But don't you worry.
There we go. So it has been a while, ladies and gentlemen. The last time I made a video was the Is This the End video, and that was on April 25th. Today, by the time I'm recording this video, it is May 23rd, 2026. So you're probably wondering about the title and the thumbnail of the video. You could say it's clickbait. I honestly don't know. By the time I'm making this recording, I have no idea what the thumbnail or how I'm gonna title the video, but it is gonna be a very compelling title. What I'm thinking about right now is, I don't know, don't trust the HSR X Fate second collab or something like that. I'm not sure. You've already seen the title, so whatever. So I'm just gonna say straight up, the video title and thumbnail is not the only topic that's gonna be discussed in this video. I'm gonna set that topic all the way to the very last. This video is just being posted just to let you guys know like what I've been doing or what's been going on in the last month, basically, because it has been a month since I posted, and I figured like, why don't I just post something? Just why not? I've already caught up with pretty much all the stories of the mainstream gacha games at the moment. The latest one that just released was the Denia Segue quest. I already recently finished that, so I'm already caught up in all the mainline gacha game stories. I will let you guys know now though, the reason why I've been able to do so is because I've been skipping the gacha stories. Yes, I know. Okay, but hear me out. Whenever I skip them, I only skip the ones that actually show the summaries of like the cutscenes that I'm skipping. So that includes Wuthering Waves, Zenless Zone Zero, Honkai Star Rail, but I'm going to go over in depth on each of the gacha game main stories that I did in a few minutes, but I just want to talk about actual games that I've been playing as well this past month. So I've been playing, well, I beat Motor Slice. I'm not gonna say much because I'm gonna save that for my final rankings gaming review for 2026. All I'm gonna say is I actually liked it. It's actually pretty good. And then another game that I'm still currently playing, I'm like at the very last hour of the game, so I'm just about to beat it. I might beat it after I record this video actually, but we'll see. It's Stray. Yes, that game where you play as a damn cat. Yeah, that game. It's actually pretty fun. I'm not gonna say much about it. I don't want to say any spoilers, so all I'm gonna say is that it's a really good game. It's a really wholesome, well, I wouldn't say wholesome, but it's a cute game. By the time I'm recording this, I have not beaten it yet. All I'm gonna say is that it's a really good game, and you guys should definitely check it out. Other than that, I've just been playing some other games here and there on my backlogs. I'm not gonna invest in too much because, again, Endless Ragnarok does come out in like a month and a few weeks from now, which is actually insane. And speaking of which, our next topic is going to be Granblue Fantasy. So again, I'm going to be talking about the individual gacha games that I've still been playing to this day. So in Granblue Fantasy, the gacha game, the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood collab is currently going on. If you'd finish the main story, I believe, then you get Edward Elric for free, which is pretty cool. So I've just been doing that, but nobody's wanting to talk about the gacha game. We want to talk about Endless Ragnarok, right? Yes, I did see the trailer where they reveal Frau and Fediel. I don't know much about Frau. From a glance, when I first saw the trailer, she looked like someone that was related to Nier, because she had the cards and shit. And then the world boss looked insane, and then Fediel's one of my favorite characters in Granblue Fantasy, so I'm really hyped that she's in it, and I'm definitely going to be playing her when she comes out in the game in July 9th. Can't fucking wait. The next gacha game, Fate Grand Order. Nothing big has been going on in it. I mean, I'm talking about global here. So in FGO Global, as I'm recording this, the rerun of the Fate Grand Order arcade is currently going on for the collab. I already finished the event. I already finished the challenge quest. So for now, I'm just farming the event shop. So yeah, nothing much there. It's pretty uneventful. In Fate Grand Order JP though, on I believe next month on June, there's gonna be a brand new chapter on JP. So that's gonna be pretty hype. I'm not going to be making a video reacting to it, I'm just mentioning that I already know about it. I am going to be playing through it, but it's going to be offline obviously, so. And now we're here at the mainline games here, so we're just going to start with Zenless Zone Zero. So as I said, I've been skipping around in the gacha game stories, but also reading the summaries, okay? So I've been skipping the Zenless Zone Zero story, reading the summaries, and while I was gone in the past month, I already completed the Angels of Delusion quest, the first new Eridan A and B, and that's pretty much it, right? But yeah, you guys already know that I hated Season 2 with a passion. I just hated the storyline, how they did Shuao Guang or whatever her name is with the Xingming sword and bullshit. Like, I didn't vibe with the story at all. I think the writing was just stupid. And you guys can see plenty of videos online just talking about how bad Season 2 story was. I'm not gonna explain it here, but yeah, it was pretty bad. I'm mainly looking forward to Season 3, and hopefully they'll pull through on the writing in that part, because they're actually going back to their roots. They're actually gonna be going over the AIs now, like, because the main hook of the story at the start was the 4 AIs. We got Fairy and now we got Yokai in Season 3. In terms of main story, the last thing that happened was Belle turned into an ethereal, right? And then Ramiel came in and swooped in, and then she cleansed Belle of the corruption or whatever, right? It was revealed that Ramiel was also a void hunter, and then I think she tried to assassinate Sunbringer or something like that. And then that's where Season 3 will pick up. So far, what we saw in the story was Norma and Velina as well, and then I did see the Season 3 teaser as well. I like the chick with the blonde twin tails. I mean, she was my favorite, as was everyone's, but yeah, that's pretty much all I'm looking forward to Zenless Zone Zero, so hopefully they don't drop the ball with Season 3, and we'll just have to see. Now the next gacha game is a very controversial one. So we're gonna be talking about Neverness to Everness. So everybody is always talking about the AI situation in Neverness to Everness. If you ask me personally, I don't give a shit. I really don't. As long as they make a good game, that's all that matters. Picture this. What if years down the line, people are saying that Elden Ring was made with 60% AI generated content? Would you still say Elden Ring is slop and sucks ass? No, that's what I thought. Obviously, I didn't do my research, so I don't know if Elden Ring had AI stuff in it or not. I don't know, but I'm just saying a hypothetical question here. But other than that, I mean, I already saw the Neverness to Everness 1.0 live stream as well. I mean, it's all fine. We're gonna have Lacrimosa and Chaos. Not really interested in them. The one character I'm interested in the most is definitely Daffodil, and I think it's absolutely criminal that they didn't include her casual outfit, like when she's in your apartment, or you don't get to hold hands with her, you don't get to go on a date with her, you don't get to hug her. Like, come on, bro, what are we doing? If we're talking about the main quest, it's bad, bro. The main quests were bad. Prologue and episode 1 were fine. Episode 2, Tegado the Rizzler. Oh my god, kill me, bro. That was actually so bad. And it's actually crazy how I didn't skip that shit, bro. I can't, bro. That Tegado quest where you had to make him rizz up the other otter, I just wanted it to end, bro. I just wanted it to end. Episode 3 was the auction. It was fine, but still boring. Episode 4 was with that one chick with Zanko as well. It was boring and very repetitive as well, because Zanko was like, she was constantly repeating and gaslighting and even making guilt tripping the main girl, not the main character, but the main girl of that quest, into how she forsook her mother and her other siblings or whatever. Like, you didn't follow her duty, you're why she died or whatever. And I'm like, okay, you said this like multiple times now, brother. Move on. I mean, the Zanko boss fight was fine. I mean, it's not anything groundbreaking. Wasn't a fan of it, but I don't really care. Overall though, this is just gonna be some sort of a mini review for Neverness to Everness, because I never really did that on the channel. if I were to give an overall rating to the launch patch of Neverness to Everness, I would give it like a 6.9 out of 10, I guess. It's really not that great in terms of story, and when you consider like what you do and the activities you do in the city, I mean, it's all pretty much repetitive. And at this point, if you want to play Neverness to Everness, if you want to have some sort of enjoyment from it, either you play it with friends or you just explore the city. That's pretty much all you can do in the game. For me though, I'm still gonna play it. I'm gonna play it for the story, so I'm only gonna come back to the game when the new patch comes out, but that's pretty much it. Okay, now we're getting to the more interesting topics of this video. So, Arknights Endfield. So I did finish the finale of Wuthering, the 1.2 quests. The build up to the finale of the final battle against Neferith and her dragon form, that was actually pretty sick. I actually enjoyed it, and the final cutscene was cool and all. I mean, it's not very grand, it's just very local to just stopping the Blight Flood, but that's just fine. I mean, that's just part of the main story, you know? The only gripe I have with this is that after you beat Neferith, there's another whole ass quest you have to do with Fang Yi, that you have to go underground and then deal with like the Blight Nexus underground or whatever. I didn't really care about that part, that's just me, but other than that, the build up to the finale against Neferith was fine, and then it just went downhill with the final quest with Fang Yi, with you doing that shit underground. I didn't really care much about that. I did see the 1.3 live stream as well. Mifu and who's the other dude? Camille, or you guys know who I'm talking about, right? The vampire boy. I'm not gonna be rolling for them, not interested. So good on me, because I'm gonna be saving more of the Originium or whatever the gacha currency is. You know what I'm talking about. See, this is how casual I am. Alrighty, so that's it for Enfield. Now we're on to Genshin. So Genshin's latest patch was 6.6. I did the quest on release. Well, not on release, because it released on Tuesday night. I finished it the day after, so Wednesday after that. I pretty much summarized this to my brother. The entire quest line for 6.6 is literally just like an Avengers Assemble moment for the Sumeru world quests. So it's like the Aranara, the red flying thing, Jet, Hypatia, I guess, and all the other Lillipar. I didn't really care much about Lillipar, but you guys know who I'm talking about, right? All of the Sumeru characters that you meet, they all just coalesce into this grand finale of Sumeru. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really care much about these NPCs. I was just wanted to get to the part where, you know, Dotare wrecks some shit. The main takeaway from this quest was Nahida burning down the Irminsul. That was actually pretty crazy, because the Irminsul was being exploited by the Heavenly Principles, right? And now that she did that, there's gonna be some drastic changes that's gonna happen to Tevat, probably. But then she said that Aru took place of the Irminsul. After Nahida burns a tree, she also meets the three shades. She sees Renova and Ryan Daughter and I think Ishtaroth, right? I forgot her name, but you guys know who I mean. I honestly think it's lazy on Hoyo's part that they didn't make in-game models for the three shades that Nahida meets, considering that they made models for the three Moon Sisters at the 1. What was it? The 6.3 quest, right? But that's just my gripe with it. I mean, it doesn't. If it's not your gripe, that's completely fine. I'm just saying I had an issue with that, but that's just me. So the Torre is finally dead. That guy can finally burn in hell. Kale finally had her closure as well, and then everything is all in good. So that was 6.6 main quests, right? So the next patch is going to be 6.7 for Genshin, and then after that, then we're going to have Snezhnaya for 7.0. Obviously, we're going to meet all the other Fatui Harbingers there. We're going to be seeing, what's his name? Pantalone, or the Regrator. We're going to be seeing him. Obviously, maybe we're going to be seeing more of Arlecchino, and Child is going to be having more of the spotlight as well. Hopefully we'll meet Tusser as well, because I still remember doing Child's Quest, and he was talking about his sibling Tusser and his other siblings back in Snezhnaya, but we'll just have to see. Next is Wuthering Waves. So the latest chapter was in 3.3 Segue. This one was about Denia. And I had 2 gripes with this quest about Denia's ending. The first is, obviously, this quest has to have us give a shit about Denia, who we've only known for like 1 patch, right? Denia requests the rover to go on a date with her or something, or spend the day for her birthday with her. It's waifu bait. It's just another waifu bait. Like, I don't really understand why. Like, I get it, they just want to put the new character in the spotlight so you can buy the new character. Fucking cringe. I hate it when they do that. But my main gripe is the second one, where they make it seem like Denia is making a huge sacrifice of herself because she's more like a transmitter for Aleph 1 to go to, right? That's why she sacrifices herself and she goes back to Void Space to prevent Aleph 1 from going to Solaris. I get that part. But like, wouldn't you think that her sacrifice would be a lot more meaningful from a narrative perspective if she just straight up died? Because when Denia was talking about how she's sacrificing herself and how she's like, oh, I wish I could have eaten the cake too before I left, I'm like, oh, I initially thought, I was like, oh shit, is Kuro actually doing this? Is Kuro actually killing this character off? Unlike Frolova, by the way. Why didn't you kill Frolova? Kuro? Like, what's going on? I thought they were gonna kill off Denia. But they didn't. They just put Denia in the graveyard. In Yu-Gi-Oh terms, they just put Denia in the graveyard. They didn't put her out of play. Because if you put her in the graveyard, there's still a lot more implications where she can return in the future. Which I'm like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing, bro? I'm not saying that I wanted Denia to die. But I'm just saying it would have been a lot more impactful and meaningful if she just ended herself off at that moment for a noble martyr sacrifice for Rover and everybody in Star Torch Academy, especially her friends, especially Sigrika. But that didn't happen. So I'm like, whatever, bro. I don't give a shit. So that's just my thoughts on the latest quest for Denia's quest. Obviously, I've already seen the gameplay for Lucy and Rebecca. It's cool that they're making Rebecca free. And also, I did watch Cyberpunk Edgerunners finally. I just finished watching Edgerunners last week. Pretty good watch. I mean, pretty good binge. I really liked it a lot. Many people are crying that David died in the end. I'm like, I mean, I already knew that David was gonna die in the end because obviously, spoilers, and it's been like, what, 6 or 7 years since Edgerunners came out, so it's on me for being spoiled. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the part of the video that you came here for. Honkai Star Rail. So my thoughts on the latest, what's been going on lately in Honkai Star Rail. I'm gonna fucking crash the fuck out. You see, ever since I finished the 4.0 quest, and I don't remember how long it took me like 5 or 6 hours just to complete that damn quest. It was way too damn long. So I figured, if I'm just gonna be skipping these gacha stories, I want to at least read the summaries so I can still somewhat get the gist of what's going on in the main story. And I did exactly just that. So for the 4.1 and 4.2 quests, the 4.1 quest that introduces the detective's name, I don't give a fuck about this detective's name. And then the 4.2 quest with Silver Wolf and Neverness is playable in there. I mean, that one was fine and all, but here, I just want to put this into perspective, right? Can someone fucking tell me, why is it whenever I go the approach of skipping the story and reading the summaries instead, how come when I skip it, it goes from a 6 to 7 hour quest down to like an hour to a half quest? I know, I guess that's the point of skipping it, but holy shit, dude. from 7 hours to 1.5 hours. That's like 5.5 hours worth of content of just straight up yapping. Who the fuck has that amount of time, bro? It's just straight up yapping, and majority of the time, it's just boring ass dialogue if the NPC just... Like, I'm not sure if it was 4.1 or 4.2, but we met like the fucking Power Rangers or whatever, and then they were talking about how they were fans of us, and like... And then how I think Stell was like a fucking Godzilla or whatever, and she was fighting like the mechs or something. I'm like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, at this point, it's like a fucking meme at this point, which I get it, it's elation, it's supposed to be like, haha, funny, but I'm like, what the fuck, like, genuinely, what the fuck are we doing in plain Arcadia, bro? I will admit, though, the ending, the 4.2 boss fight at the end, that one was actually pretty good. I had to, like, change my teams, like, a few times, but I eventually figured out that Fu Xuan just absolutely counters this boss hard. But anyway, that's it for HSRs. Do I have anything else here? Yes, Himeko Nova. So I've been hearing that a lot of big people are complaining about her designs and how it's lazy and how, why not just make a brand new character? And I'm like, well, I mean, Punishing Grey Raven makes new character designs of existing characters all the time, and it's actually meaningful to the plot. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be meaningful to the plot as well for Himeko Nova, so I mean, I have no thoughts about that. I have no negative thoughts about that whatsoever, so I think it's fine in my opinion. Like, I don't really care. Now, as for Rin and Gilgamesh, I have seen the live stream as well. Rin and Gilgamesh, and then the new Blade, Morton X or whatever. I don't know. But Rin and Gilgamesh, I think... I'm gonna be honest, guys, and don't take this the wrong way. Speaking as someone who's been playing Fate Grand Order for like 9 to 10 years at this point, as someone that played Fate Grand Order, I'm not really much of a big fan of Rin and Gilgamesh's design for Honkai Star Rail. And don't get me wrong, that is not indicative of every Fate Grand Order player's opinion when I say that I'm not a big fan of Rin or Gilgamesh's design in Honkai Star Rail. Okay, let me just make that clear. Whenever I express an opinion, I only speak for myself. I don't speak for anyone else, unlike other creators out there. So let's just get that straight. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when you see Rin's art, she's holding the Zelrich sword or jeweled sword for any Stay Night nerds out there. And that was a sword she used in Heavensfield. And this is clearly explicitly said to be an Unlimited Bladeworks collab. So my initial thought was, so are they just not following the source material? And then I saw that Nasu and Takeuchi were going over this collab, so I'm like, okay, fine, it's their vision, so I'm guessing they're cooking this. So I guess they're gonna make this work somehow, which, fine. I mean, I'm not gonna go against the literal creators of Fate's visions for what they're gonna do for the collab, but we'll just have to see. Overall, I mean, if there was any character that I was gonna E7R5 in Star Rail, it's definitely Rin. But obviously, if I have the money for that, but we'll just have to see once what patch is that gonna come out in. They're gonna be coming out in 4.4. Here's the thing, though. Here's the biggest thing, though. This is the main purpose why I made this video. The reason for that is, you guys already seen how much they flopped with the first collab. So I am very paranoid. You guys already know how bad it was. First of all, Saber and Archer were not voiced. And then second of all, the main quest just sucked ass. And they started the main quest as if they were recalling a flashback. So that was already bad enough. But even if it wasn't a flashback, if it was told in real time, the story was just dog water as well. Because Rekka's assassin servant, Rekka was the assassin. His noble phantasm was trapping everyone in the reality marble, where their voices weren't intact. So I'm like, and it was boring to do as well. So I'm just scared, bro. I don't know. If they're going with a second collab that shows how ambitious they are to maybe overlap the first Fate collab, but I just have trust issues, bro. I'm not hyped about this collab at all, other than finally playing Rin in Honkai Star Rail. But I mean, Free Gil is cool and all, but the story, I don't know, guys. I just wanted to make this video just for a public service announcement to don't get your hopes up high for this collab, because again, I mean, I'm a Fate Grand Order player, so obviously I'd be hyped for anything Fate related in a mainstream gacha game such as Honkai Star Rail. But after what Hoyo did to the first Fate Unlimited Bladeworks collab, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be skeptical about this. So I'm not gonna put my hopes high for this one. And again, I'm solely talking about the collaboration story. Everything else surrounding it, like events and the gameplay, sure, they can be cool, but overall the story, we're just gonna have to see. We don't even know if Rin and Gilgamesh are gonna have their English voice actors in there as well, because obviously Saber and Archer don't have theirs, but we'll see. If they don't have their English voice actors, if Rin and Gilgamesh don't have their English voice actors, first of all, fucking cringe. Second, I guess I'm just gonna have to play the game in Japanese from now on, but that's just me. So that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all that I wanted to say in this video. Just catch up on what I thought about the latest gacha stories from Genshin, Zenless, Endfield, Wuthering Waves, Granblue Fantasy, all those other gacha games, including what games I've been playing off to the side for the past month. It's literally been a month by the time I'm recording this video from the Is This the End video that I made. But surprisingly enough, I gained subscribers from being offline on my channel, which I'm like, excuse me? What am I like what am I doing on this channel that's making me garner subscribers when I'm not even putting any effort in it? Like, what is going on? Is this a new strat? But that's just funny. But anyway, that's all my findings for what I did in the way of gacha games and just games in general, just a general life update for gaming as a whole. So I don't know what else to say. I mean, by the time I'm making this video, the Summer Game Fest is coming up. There's probably going to be the Monster Hunter Wilds expansion reveal. I can't wait for that in early June. So we'll just have to look forward to that. Obviously, I'm not going to be making a video reaction to that. I just want to react to it on my own time. I am hyped for what's to come for gaming this year, because obviously we're going to have the Wilds expansion. Maybe it's not going to release this year, but maybe I'm just hyped for an announcement in general. Then there's also Endless Ragnarok, which I genuinely can't wait for Endless Ragnarok. I would have said peace right there, but I wanted to make like an afterword as well. I've been brainstorming ideas. I've been brainstorming ideas for what future content I'm gonna be making on the channel. It's not gonna be any drastic changes to the channel. It's just a couple of videos I've been thinking about making according to my mood. So if you guys are still subscribed, I really do appreciate it. I'm not telling you guys to continue staying subscribed, but if you're doing it of your own accord, I really do appreciate that. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna be ending this video for real now. So peace out.